What are the solutions of the equation square root of 1 plus square root of x plus square root of 6x minus 5 is equal to square root of 2 plus square root of x? On the left hand side, three square roots are nested one within the other, and there are two nestings of square roots on the right hand side. Squaring both sides of the equation, we get 1 plus square root of x plus square root of 6x minus 5 is equal to 2 plus square root of x. Or by rearranging terms, square root of x plus square root of 6x minus 5 is equal to 1 plus square root of x. Again, squaring both sides, we get x plus square root of 6x minus 5 is equal to 1 plus x plus 2 square root of x. The right hand side, we observe, is the square of 1 plus root x. Again, rearranging terms, we get 6x minus 5 whole square root is equal to 1 plus square root of x multiplied by 2. Again we square to get 6x minus 5 is equal to 1 plus 4x plus 4 square root of x, or 2x minus 6 is equal to 4 square root of x. If you rearrange terms, we get x minus 3 is equal to 2 square root of x. We have gotten this step by dividing both sides by 2. If we square both sides again, we get x square minus 6x plus 9 is equal to 4x. Bringing over 4x to the left hand side, we get x square minus 6x plus 9 is equal to 0. If we factorize the left hand side of this equation, we get x minus 9 multiplied by x minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, we conclude that x is equal to 9 or x is equal to 1. We must always check these solutions in the original equation to ensure that they satisfy the equation, as we are going to do below. The original equation is square root of 1 plus square root of x plus square root of 6x minus 5 is equal to square root of 2 plus square root of x. If we put 1, we get on the left hand side square root of 1 plus square root of x plus square root of 6x minus 5 is equal to square root of 1 plus square root of 1 plus square root of 6 minus 5, and that is equal to square root of 1 plus square root of 1 plus square root of 1, and that is equal to square root of 1 plus square root of 2. We know that the square root of 2 is approximately 1.414. Therefore, the left-hand side becomes square root of 2.414. And the right-hand side with the value x is equal to 1 comes to square root of 3. Obviously, the left-hand side is not equal to right-hand side. Hence, x is equal to 1 is an extraneous solution and has to be discarded. However, the other solution, that is x is equal to 9, satisfies the given equation because left-hand side of the given equation, that is square root of 1 plus square root of x plus square root of 6x minus 5 is equal to 1, that is square root of 1 plus square root of 9 plus square root of 6x becomes 54 and minus 5. That becomes square root of 1 plus square root of 9 plus 7, and that becomes square root of 1 plus 4, and that is equal to square root of 5. So the right hand side also becomes square root of 5, and the left hand side is also square root of 5. Therefore, the left hand side is equal to right hand side and the equation is satisfied. Thus, the only solution is 9. While solving this problem, we came across a solution x is equal to 1, which we derived legitimately by following all legal mathematical steps. Even then, it did not yield a valid solution. We called it an extraneous solution. If you are not familiar with such a concept, please see my next video, which is titled Extraneous Solutions. What are these and how they arise?